So welcome back. I've been on a very, very long hiatus, almost a year. A lot has happened. So I figured for my first time back, we'll do something a little different. I'm going to be using a Russian fortune teller deck, and it's a square deck, and you place it out in a grid, which is why the cameras are like really far back. So we are going to try that today. We're going to do some runes as well with them. I like to use a lot of different divination tools together, tarot cards, oracles, different runes. And I have the Nordic runes and also Celtic runes. We're currently learning some Celtic runes. So as I'm shuffling this, because these are kind of awkward to shuffle like a regular deck of cards. They're just, it's too small of a deck. There's only, I think, 59 or 60 cards in here. But anyways, so this is a lot more fun to do it this way. But a lot has been going on. Just to catch you up, I will timestamp when the read starts. This is going to be a general collective read for just something important you need to know in this coming week. We're just going to kind of do a general, what do you need to know? What is the most important, the most pressing, what's coming up? So this is a really fun deck to use. You lay it out in a grid, and then you kind of flip, there we go. You flip the pictures to match each other. So it's a fun time. So, excuse me. So yeah, a lot has happened since last August. It's August now. This is a timeless read, but that's just the time. It's almost been a year since I last posted. A lot has happened. I went through like 2 moves, an eviction, moved different states. Like it's been wild. It's been wild. So this is kind of the first time I've had the spoons and the stability in which to sit down and start doing this again. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna do a general read. Like, what does our collective need to know? What is the most pressing thing kind of coming down this week? All right, so we start laying out. I'm gonna be checking this in the camera because it's a pretty big grid. I like to kind of match them as they come out. Some people will lay out the whole grid and then match them, but I kind of like to match as I go. I tend to miss less when I do it like that. It kind of reminds me a lot. Check to make sure they're all in frame. Okay. I have my little stones to try to mark the corners. Can probably move this over a little bit. Okay. And it is pretty far away. That's why we did 2 camera angles. Okay. And it's all right if none of the pictures line up. I've personally never had that happen, because what you do is the very last card that ends up in this corner, you end up reading all 4 pictures in their upright form. So no matter what, we did get one. We got the pig. All right, let's grab, got a Celtic rune. And this one is, I'm learning, so I actually sanded these down and then wrote what they are on the back. Wheel and movement. Ooh, okay. With our piggy. So something might be moving forward. The pig in this deck represents kind of the vibe of like greed. It's earthly pleasures, but there's 4 different positions. It can end up upright, and basically it just as the picture turns, depending on how they land. Ooh, and I just saw another one with our fish. And I'll probably look this up because even though there's only, nice. Even though there's only like 59, 60 cards, you still have that each one has 4 different positions in which they mean something. So I tend to look them up just to double check. But also the little runes that I can put on the board help with me reading. And also they just give me a marker to be like, oh right, I had something over here. Because that happens more often than not. Okay. because I'm knocking the table around too, which is super fun. Okay. Oh, got the road here. A pathway. Interesting. Ooh. Another Celtic rune. Creating, what was it? Creating and start. Ooh, that's going to be fun with the pathway. Okay, something's starting for you this week. Okay. Because I always have this fear that I'm going to lay out the cards and I think I get everything, and then someone's going to put in the comments, you missed one. So this part I tend to go a little slow. And again, I'll put, once I start doing the whole thing together, I'll put that in the description, just in case some people don't want to sit and watch this particular part. But in case you do, in case you've never seen this particular form of divination, you can kind of see how it's done. And I personally really enjoy matching up the pictures. Also, sometimes by the end of the reading, I'll also catch another picture that I missed somewhere in between. And I'll probably take a minute, and I'll probably cut that out where I just stare at it and be like, okay, did I get everything? Because, all right, you get that in? Yeah, okay, perfect. I tried to map it out so I wouldn't have to look over at the screen too much. This is a new setup, so a lot of new things. We're trying to calibrate stuff. Oh, okay, no. See, even though the cat is right here, they're still catty corner. They have to be directly across from each other in order to match up. Nope. There. Okay. So we do have our last one. So let's grab, let's have a bag over here of, ooh, all right. So we have manas, daggers, and our 2 Celtic runes. Okay, I'm going to probably cut this out because I'm going to stare at this for a second and make sure I have all the pictures. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I did get all of them. It always happens that, not always, but it frequently happens where halfway through a read, I might stumble across another one, and that's okay. Honestly, I look at it as I see the pictures I'm meant to see here with like matching. So we're going to start at the top with our pig, and then we'll go to the fish and the road, and then we'll read the last card, all of the pictures all together. So this is the book. I have blocked this out because I just call it my Russian fortune-telling deck because they use the G word, and as far as I know, that's not exactly a kind word to use for the people it depicts. So I could be wrong, but if I am, please tell me in the comments. I'm always willing to learn and correct myself with those kinds of things. But anyways, so with the pig in this position, it's the card is 45. It's immediate to middle. The symbol of the pig here is for earthly pleasures. There's 4 different positions, and the last 2 tend to be a more challenging position. That's what I was thinking. However, this one, okay, let's see. The arrows are pointing to the left. Ah, okay, so it is in a challenging position. I was right. I thought it was. Okay. Again, there's 4 different positions and 4 different meanings for each picture. So I always go to the book. So this is about like earthly pleasures. This is about, I'm trying to like think of how to phrase this. Because the phrase here they give for this particular position pointing to the left is greed will be punished. However, we also have this Celtic rune, and I'm still learning their names, so I apologize, but it's wheel and movement, and I just dropped it. So I have a feeling like you're moving out of this energy. Movement. So I feel like you're moving out because again, we have the path here and we had the path with the symbol of the Celtic rune for creating and start. So I feel like you're moving into a new phase, like onto a new path, a new road, where whatever this kind of again, I'm trying to think, it's an abstract concepts putting into word is harder than you think. Like, earthly things are not going to hold you back. You know, the things that are physical and tangible, like those are no longer going to hold you back. There's going to be movement. There's going to be a shift. And I want to see, because we have Dagus here, which is like a breakthrough. That's the rune for breakthrough. It's like a new dawn. You have a lot of like new beginnings happening, which is fantastic because we have Manas down here, which is the rune of self. So that's why I'm getting the vibe. So, and I kind of know the basic meaning behind these pictures. So I have a feeling that, yeah. So even though in this position, the pig means like greed and like punishment from your greed, maybe not your greed, maybe someone else's. Maybe it's a societal thing. I feel like you're moving beyond that. So let's go to 33, the fish. Short to middle, material and or spiritual fortune. So it's in a reverse position. And it says, okay, in a difficult moment, you won't sink, but rise to the surface. So again, I'm feeling like this is a breakthrough. Like there might be something challenging this week that comes to you that perhaps invokes old patterns, old ways of thinking. You know, someone comes along and is like, hey, remember when we used to do this? And you're just like, no. Like in a difficult moment, you won't give in, you'll rise. You know, you'll say like, no, you'll put a boundary up. You're gonna do, I really feel like something is going to change. And you might have a challenging point this week. And trust me, I'm sending you so much love and energy because I would like to stop also living in unprecedented times and having additional personal challenges kind of piled on top of that it's a lot. It's a lot right now. So my hat off to you, the fact that you are taking this moment to be like, you know what? No, I'm going to do something different. And I feel because of that, this pathway opens. So let's go to 22. You have 33 and 22. These repeating numbers. And I'm burping a lot. So I don't know if that's just a confirmation burp or what. Apologize if that picks up on the mic. All right, the road. Middle to life. So this one, these felt more kind of short term. The road symbol is a bit more of a long-term endeavor. And it's a path in life. And in its upright position, it's a happy path or road, which is freaking fantastic. And again, creating a new start, walking a new path. I freaking love that. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Whatever challenge arises, you're going to take the moment to be, I feel you're going to take the moment to rise to the occasion. Whatever it is. It could be if it's a situation, if it's a person who's challenging in your life, and we've all been there. We've all been there, so big hugs to that. But because you persevere and kind of face it head on and put that boundary up, you make that breakthrough and you start a new path. Sorry, it's a little humid today, so my hands are like sticking to the book. All right. No, okay, we don't have that one. I thought I saw another picture line up. It wasn't. So for the last card down here, we're going to read all four in the upright position. And then I also have, again, the rune Manaz, which is the rune of self. So 36, and that's a handshake. I'm getting the sense with the handshake that maybe you're going to meet someone important. Like this might be an important meeting with someone. Not in the sense of, again, I don't know what the challenge is going to be for you because this is a general read. I might draw some tarot cards to get some more information about the challenge. But there could be some kind. A handshake is like a. Let me double check. It's an agreement, again, depending on where it is. There we go. Yeah, it's the state of union between two people. In the upright, it's a strong friendship, will be a support for you for your entire life. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? In this challenge, this is the rune of self, but it can also be the rune of, it's like people, humanity, community. Because you can see, like, the rune kind of has this bridge aspect to it in the middle. So in this challenge, you know, you're going to be supported. Yeah, I get the feeling like you're going to have that support. Because we also have Lily here. And I know the dog is, like, about friendship and loyalty. I know that one. And the Lily here is about, like, faithfulness. You know, yeah, I have the feeling like this challenge, you're gonna kind of see the people around you who stand by you, you know, and they're gonna support you, whatever this challenge is, whether it's a person, a situation, something in the earthly realm, because we had the pig here, which is about the earthly realm. You're gonna be supported. You're gonna definitely be supported, which is freaking awesome. Like, hell yeah. Your chosen people are definitely going to stand up. Yeah. And the lily is a symbol also, like, the symbol means, like, it's lifelong, and it is faithfulness. And in this position, again, happy life full of meaning. So you have a happy road, like a path in life, and a life full of meaning. You have two amazing symbols here. So whatever this, I feel like this is like a little hiccup, or like the final stage of this challenge, where it's like, okay, you got to choose, and you're just like, no, I'm moving forward with this. And because of that, like, everything else falls into place. Which, I mean, awesome. I'm super excited for you. So double checking with the dog. Yeah, relationship with friends, a faithful and constant friend. Yeah, you're going to have that support, and you're going to know who's going to be by your side, like who's going to be standing by your side. 17. Oh, it's literally with 18 and 17. Awesome. New beginnings and change. This one is a change. Says a change or place of residence. I don't necessarily get, I mean, maybe some of you are looking to change where you live, or something else is, you know, physically changing in your world, your location, maybe a job, whatever it is. But I get a sense for a lot of you, it's a big change. You know, because of this challenge in your physical realm, you know, you start a new path, and that new path kind of, again, we said, like, everything kind of falls into place. And you get, yeah, you're able to move forward into this kind of new era, this new beginning. Freaking awesome. I'm excited. All right, so I am going to draw some tarot cards. Let's get a few and ask about this challenge. Is there anything else we can know for our collective about this challenge? Just any words of wisdom, and again, anything we're allowed to know. Oh, wow, the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, whatever this challenge is, the tables are turning. I got the phrase, like, the tables are turning. Something is doing a 180. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be walking away from something. And in this 8 of Cups, she's like, this figure, they are walking towards the light, whether it's a sunrise, a sunset, or, you know, their goal, they're walking away from something. And I get with this path here, you know, you're walking away from something, you know, you're leaving something behind, but it's not something you wanted to take with you. And the King of Wands. Yeah. The King's gender is non-gender specific. The Kings and Queens court cards, they're all energies. Then they can represent people. And all of these came out upright. I typically read in uprights, but I love when they all come out, because it's like, okay, we're definitely... The King of Wands is very action-oriented. You're moving towards something that you're very passionate about. You know, you're choosing Yeah, the King of Wands, it's fire. It's like what ignites your soul. You know, what are you into kind of deal. But also like taking control of your own situation, taking control of your own destiny in a way. So I love this lineup. Awesome. Awesome. So again, a general read, just kind of like to summarize something in the week pops up, like a challenge, again, something in the earthly realm. I don't think it's mental. Not to say that it's not mental, because everything's connected. You know, if something happens in your physical world, it does affect your emotional body, your spiritual body, but it's definitely something happening in the physical realm for you. All right, so any parting words for all of this? Ooh, okay, we have the Devil. I'm seeing this one. 3 of Wands. So the Devil, I feel like, again, like parting words of wisdom for all of this is like, this is like old patterns, even old thought patterns where, you know, you had limiting beliefs. Oh, I can't do this. I shouldn't do this. Like, you know, the way we talk to ourselves is super important. So I feel like, and with the 3 of Wands, you're ready to go. Again, the King of Wands, we have the 3 of Wands, a lot of fire here. You're ready to move forward. This person's ready to dive into the water and go surfing. Like, they're 100% ready to go. So, like, the only thing holding you back would be you. Okay, I'm seeing these two. Yeah, this is your calling. And this is something moving forward that could very much lead to like financial independence with the 9 of Coins here, the 9 of Pentacles. You know, this feeling of like independence, of financial stability. Like the 9 of Pentacles is fantastic, like goals right there, right? And with Judgment is your calling. This could also be like a wake-up call. And the cards are saying you're ready. You are absolutely ready to face this. You have the strength to walk away. Things are going to turn in your favor, but you're the one that's got to like take the initiative. Don't listen to old beliefs or, you know, limiting self-talk. This is part of like your calling and a destiny in a way. Yep. And so on the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords, which is a slow and steady movement forward in a positive direction, in a very positive direction. So, my dear collective, let me know in the comments what you thought of the Russian deck. Again, it's really different. It's a grid. I know the camera's super far back, so I'm trying to figure out camera angles and all of that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about the Russian deck. If something resonated with you, let me know. I would love to hear. I know I'm starting up again after a year. Sometimes you just have to just dive in and do it. And maybe this is also talking to me. This might be for me as well. All right, so it was lovely to see all of you, hear all of you, be a part with all of you, spiritually, in any case. But yeah. My goodness, I've forgotten how to do like outros and intros at this point. I'm going to have to relearn everything, but that's okay. That is okay. We're going to learn as we go forward. So yeah, let me know, and we're going to figure out a schedule. We're going to figure out how to get back into this. So until next time, bye everyone.